is Sparta! Fatality.
For fuck's sake, I feel like I'm a fatality today. I feel like I was in Mortal Kombat, the Monday edition special tournament. Monday Mortal Kombat, and I failed. Yeah, I got finished. Definitely. Without a doubt. Without a doubt. I don't understand. I thought Monday, you're supposed to start the week fresh, brand new. You know, you went through the last week, Monday through Friday. You basically, you fought the good fight. You got in there. You did what you had to do. And Friday, you ended it, not just because the weekend was coming, but you ended it because you were done. You handled up on business. And then for some reason, Monday, I don't know, is it coronavirus? I'm not sure. I don't know what it is, but Monday is like, God, Monday comes in like, balls out. Just ready to just wreck everything. And that's the kind of Monday I had. Talking to the guys on Discord, it seems to be not just me. It seems to be everywhere. Like, what the fuck did I do all last week for Monday to be so bad? Who hates me? What's wrong with karma? Does karma has COVID-19 and is taking it out on the world? God damn it all to hell. I don't understand what's going on. This is crazy, crazy, crazy. But yeah, that's the way it is. It's just nuts. I don't get it. But anyway, this is episode number 419 of the UFO Buster Radio News Report. On Mondays, we talk about UFO stuff, aliens, and all that kind of other craziness. If you're new to the podcast, guess what? It's not what your mama, your dada, and your grandpa listen to. It really isn't. And as a matter of fact, it's not the same as the other podcasts you listen to. Because I give no fucks. Hashtag no fucks are given here. I'm going to give you my opinion, and that's just the way it is. I look up stories that we hear about every damn week after week, whether it be from science, whether it be from UFOs, aliens, whatever it is. And I give you my opinion. That's all I do. You are more than free to respond. I welcome it. No matter where the fuck you're at, I welcome it. I can Google Translate, to be honest. But I welcome rebuttal that's well thought out. Now, if you're like an asshole who just wants to spout out like a troll language on different media, just because you can, no, I'm not. I really could give two fucks about what you got to say. Because Monday is hard enough without having to respond to trolls. But this is the blue collar situation. This is where we, the regular folks, talk about UFOs and aliens and all that good stuff. And it's open. You can express your opinion. It's okay, unless you're Pareidolia Pete, a.k.a. Scott C. Waring. Then we don't really want your opinion. That's just the way it is. Because a lot of his shit is unfounded. We'll see that in one of the articles for today. We're going to find out. We're going to find out about it. I guarantee you. And I know that if you've been following anything UFO or ufology, looking at news, you know who Scott C. Waring is. On this podcast, we call him Pareidolia Pete. Because a lot of his shit is really based on pareidolia. But I'm not going to get into that because I have a different thing to talk about today, to be honest. My voice is a little like raspy today. I thought for sure I had COVID-19 the other day. But nope, that was Trump. Wasn't me. I mean, what can you do? What can you do?
What country you from? What ain't no country I ever heard of? They speak English and what? What? English, motherfucker! Do you speak it?
Yeah, that's a good question. Oh, shit. Did you like the way I segue into things? Once a month, I go over some of the newer countries and some of the old places that are listening to UFO Buster Radio. So the top 10 countries: United States, Australia, Canada, United Kingdom, Kenya. What in the fuck? Kenya? Are you serious? Proud to have you. India is picking up the pace. India is coming on strong. New Zealand, Japan. Pull up a second, guys, in Japan. What is up with this Americanized Godzilla? What's going on there? They're like totally getting away from the stories of yesteryear that was put on by Toho. Come on. Ireland, and then a couple other places. Top cities in the last 2 days: Columbia, Ohio; Melbourne, Australia. God damn, coronavirus is going crazy down there. Sheesh. Mombasa, Kenya. Welcome. France, Charlotte, North Carolina; Bradford, PA; Newark, New Jersey; Old Town, Maine. Now, Maine's a pretty state. It really is. Tennant Harbor, Maine. What the hell? Maine's taking over here. What's going on, folks? You guys gonna need to pick up the pace. Maine's a small state. Come on. And then London, UK. This is just in the last day, actually, last 24 hours. Like I've said before, I don't really get really great data on this. I can only get the top 10. Then everybody else falls to the wayside because I don't pay enough money, I guess. But that's the way it is. But it brings me to my point for today. And I told the guys in Discord I was going to get on my soapbox. We have a story today that's in the news articles that I picked up for today that have to do with our own solar system. Wonderful place. It really is. This is why, if you've listened to more than maybe 4 episodes, you understand that I throw a bitch fit, about science wasting money and time exploring things that are billions of light years away. We have an entire fucking solar system right here at their fingertips that they, for the most part, they really ignore, to be honest. Fuck, they ignore our own oceans, to be honest. But you don't have to. You don't have to. My soapbox for today is you have an entire planet. One of the most beautiful planets that you're ever going to see, to be honest, in your lifetime. You're on it. I've been doing a lot of watching these guys who do overland riding. Those of you who are new don't even know, but I just recently got my motorcycle endorsement on my license, and I got a motorcycle, me and the missus, and we're going out. We're going out and riding. But I've been following these overland riders who go from country to country, not even in the cities. They take the back roads. When I tell you, you will never see a bluer sky than when you're away from the city in the middle of nowhere running a GoPro. It's amazing. The things that you see, this is your planet. Your planet is foreign to you because you don't take time to know it, to visit it. I'm not saying everyone needs to get on a motorcycle and go crazy. What I'm saying is you have a planet here that, because of the everyday nonsense, the everyday work, laboring, children, family, all that kind of stuff that you're missing out on. The same planet that science, for the most part, ignores and remains largely undiscovered. You're missing it too. You've got to take some time. Going on a cruise to Mexico is not enough. Take some time. Every year, and visit someplace different, but not just because you want to Instagram it, but because you want to know the side of the world that no one else does, because we're stuck in a rut, the Monday rut. Monday's fucking horrible, but it's horrible because we let it be. It's horrible because we're in that 9 to 5 that gives no fucks about our lives. Your life is basically a drop of water in an ocean of the universe, and it's just that short. Sometimes you got to get away from the 9 to 5. Get away from the stuff that keeps you blinded and enjoy where you're at right now, because these are things you will never get to see again. Thanks to everyone who's listening in other countries, especially the ones that I didn't mention. I appreciate every single one of you, and I welcome all of you to comment. Please comment. Send messages, questions, whatever it is, experiences. Share them. It really is a small planet, and things like a podcast and stuff like that can bring people closer together. But because Monday has been really shitty for a lot of people, I'm going to play a sad song, And then we'll get into the real craziness for ufology and aliens.
There's some stains on your photo, little cracks on your rusty frame, stuck in the mud, but it's okay. I don't have the pieces of you buried in the flashbacks. All these wicked nightmares has gone cold. Now we go way, way back, as far as way back goes. Still standing by your side. You know I'll be right here when all the monsters come. I've got you. You grew old in suburbia, where pretty demons never show, shifting shapes in millennia. But you're okay. I don't have the pieces of you buried in the flashbacks. All these wicked nightmares has gone cold. Now we go way, way back, as far as way back goes. Still standing by your side. You know I'll be right here when all the monsters come. I've got you. I've got you. Now we go way, way back, as far as way back goes. Still standing by your side. You know I'll be right here when all the monsters come. I've got you.
I think I got that out of my system. Monday can go fuck itself. To be honest, I feel like Monday was like a hairy ass, sweaty ass gorilla riding bareback on a giraffe that was trying to do itself. That's the way it was. That's the way I feel about it. So okay, we're good. We got the I got the sadness out of it. By the way, I was talking about the riding the motorcycles on the weekends. And so we go in the back roads of San Antonio. Well, actually, it's not even San Antonio. It's west of San Antonio. And we probably came close to killing 4 different deer. And let me tell you, my motorcycle weighs about 600 pounds on its own, and it's painted red. So there'll be no evidence when I run through a local wildlife. I know y'all were being sentimental about that shit because your Monday was freaking horrible as hell. Not even gonna lie to you because I know that's the way it is. We got a lot of crazy articles, but this one really talks to the fact that, like I said, we have our own damn solar system here that needs to be explored. Stop fucking around, science. Stop it. Nobody cares about shit that's 2.4 billion years away because we all be fucking dead by the time we get a signal from that place. Come on. The whole planet won't even be here. Shit. This article is coming from earthsky.org, and it's talking about the 4 places, the 4 worlds that are most promising for alien life. We've heard them a million fucking times. Please, write these motherfuckers down. They're in your solar system, for the love of God. Understand that if we don't get on someone's ass, as they say in the country, romp on somebody's ding-dong regarding these 4 places, they'll never get really explored. They really won't. There's got to be a reason why this is happening. A lot of times I get into the whole conspiracy thing, right? And I'm thinking maybe the reason why they're not doing it is because they are. Then you get into the craziness, the Corey Good shit, where we're sending a bunch of TR-3Bs out there already, and places that these guys have been to Mars. Corey Good was there, and they've been to Mars and shit like that, and they're fighting reptilians and all that kind of nonsense. I want to believe that that's not what we're dealing with. Yeah, I said it. I want to believe that we are just too self-centered to fucking visit someplace new, and do the right thing. Explore the damn place. Test it. Instead of sitting around looking at some fucking sun that's about to blow up or take out an entire galaxy. Nobody cares. Nobody really should care. No one should give 2 fucks about it because it's not going to impact your life. Mars, number 1. Elon's got all his money on this. Exploring Mars. He's even talked about how he's going to bring it back to life and all this kind of nonsense. Mars, one of the most Earth-like planets in our solar system, has a 24.5-hour day. That's pretty fucking close, to be honest. Has polar ice caps, it expands and contracts with the seasons, and largely the surface features have been sculpted by water. Water which 2-3 decades ago, scientists would fall over backwards, would curse anyone who said that even water was anywhere on Mars. But they've changed that, haven't they? Lately, we talked about just last week, the detection of lakes beneath the surface, beneath the southern polar ice caps. And methane. Come on. Something is farting his ass off in Mars, so much so that it reaches the atmosphere. That's a lot of fucking farting. Like Bugs, I know Bugs tries really hard, but he does not get into the atmosphere because we pretty much suck it all up around here. But I'm pretty sure that if you are farting up enough that your shit ends up in the atmosphere and it gets detected by satellites, that's a lot of fucking farting. Something is creating this methane, and it is significant. It's not something you just, push under the rug somewhere. This is some real shit going on there. A real gas. But it is, again, something that requires to be explored. All hands on deck. You, with the pocket protector, stop it. Nobody wants to look at Proxima A and B. No. You got your own shit right here in this solar system explored. Europa, number 2. Europa was funny because it was discovered by Galileo in 1610. Where's Samuel L. Jackson? He could drop some maps on this. 1610. Europa. Really? And here we are today. Since Europa was discovered in 1610, along with the other Jupiter's moons, we really don't know shit about it. I mean, we're shooting rockets. We're shooting satellites that have left our own solar system, going into deep space. But again, what's happening with our solar? Nobody knows. Europa is a little smaller than our own moon. And it orbits Jupiter every 3.5 days. But there's things on there that are happening on Europa that should be explored. It is geologically active, like the planet Earth. Metallic interior, partially molten, and there's geologic activity on this moon. Not like our moon. Ain't shit happening on our moon. But this moon, there's stuff happening. Scientists even think that beneath the frozen surface, there's a layer of liquid water, but not just one layer. Like, this is not a patch, right? This is like a global ocean on Europa. And it hasn't frozen because of the core of this moon. And so, geologically active, it keeps flexing, so stuff's moving. The ocean could be up to 60 miles deep. Who fucking cares about shit that's billions of light years away? In our own backyard, we have a potential world. Might be a moon, but it has life. I'm going to just call it. I think all of these have life. We just need to stop fucking around. We need to redefine what life is. It is not just the way it is on our own planets. Enceladus, number 2. Like Europa, Enceladus is ice-covered moon. And it has a surface of liquid water. Enceladus orbits Saturn. Geysers near the South Pole, shooting up water. How an amazing place that is. I mean, come on. What more could you ask for? And these jets have been seen, these geysers shooting jets of water into the atmosphere. But because the gravitational pull of the moon is so weak, you can actually see the water escaping into space. How amazing is that? Titan, the next one, the largest moon of Saturn, and is the only one with a substantial atmosphere. It's a thick orange haze, kind of like a little bit like Mars, right? You see all those pictures of Mars that are kind of orange, kind of like clay colored. But in that haze, there's believed to be complex organic molecules and methane in place of water. There's rain. There's dry periods. Surface sand dunes. There's wind. Because that's how you get the surface sand dunes. Is because there's a real atmosphere there. Lots of wind. These places are fantastic. They're amazing. But they're not being explored the way they should be. Why are they being ignored? Like, again, this is where the conspiracy comes in. Is it because they are exploring them? Maybe they are looking at these. They're just not telling us. The atmosphere on Titan is mostly nitrogen. We have a lot of nitrogen in our own atmosphere here on the planet Earth. And it's important because nitrogen is used for protein. By all known life forms, and again, our point of perspective is our own planet. Now, we have had several crafts go past Titan, very close to it, and they've used radar. So radar from these Titan observations have detected rivers, lakes, liquid methane and ethane, and even the presence of cryovolcanoes. These are volcanoes that basically erupt water instead of lava. That is bananas. This is what we need to embrace. Embrace the fact that, and you know, maybe it takes a village. A village to take a bunch of pocket protecting scientists and say, hey, listen, get a little closer. Nobody gives two fucks about the shit that's light years away. We have a solar system right here that's teeming with life. I guarantee you, there is no way that in these 4 places that are the most likely to have life, that zero life exists in all 4. And by the way, if any life exists in any of these places, it is, by all intensive purposes, alien life. Now what? Check out the article in the description. Learn about these 4 places. Keep them in the back of your mind. When somebody asks you if there's alien life, say, yeah, motherfucker, yeah. It's in Enceladus.
How do we get this low? You come over and we start a fight. Never know who's wrong or right. Feel nothing when you go. I know it's not intelligent, drinking for the hell of it, but that's irrelevant now. We should talk about us. How come we're holding on? Cause really I don't see the benefits now. And you've broken my trust, so I just wonder, why do I fall back to you? Really nothing I can do about it. Why do I fall back to you? It's like you're a drug to me, I can't quit. It's not like we're still 22, trying something new, just a pastime. I don't think that we ever could work this out. None of it makes sense, there's no reason why I still fall back to you. Should probably let you go. I know I can be cynical, make everything difficult, but it would take a miracle now to fix the problems. How come we're holding on? Cause really I don't see the benefits now. And you've broken my trust, so I just wonder, why do I fall back to you? Really nothing I can do about it. Why do I fall back to you? It's like you're a drug to me, I can't quit. It's not like we're still 20. Trying something new, just a pastime. I don't think that we ever could work this out. None of it makes sense, there's no reason why I still fall back to you. Why do I fall back to you? Why do I fall back to you? Fall back to you, fall back to you. Why do I fall back to you?
By the way, I want to say what's up to the guys that are in the live chat because they're going to town in there. GameVit, number 1. First one to show up today, Green Man. Then we have The Norm. We have Dre, going down the line. That's who's in there now. I thought I saw Dave, but he's not in there yet. The podcast usually runs about 9:30 on Monday and Tuesdays. Monday is UFOs and aliens. Tuesday is space and so forth. But sometimes these shits, like, they collide. You know, you can't get away from it. They're one and the same sometimes because it is a topic that we are dealing with. That's just the way it is.
Don't fucking scream at me.
Where's
you
the money?
Dumb fuck you. Look at you with your fucking 48% body fat and...
Apparently, I left out Davina. Davina's down there with Dre. She needs to get on her own account and stop letting Dre just have the entire conversation. You gotta get in there. Girl power. You know, put your own opinions in there. Don't let them take over. You know how it is. You can't let these dudes take over the conversation. French conspiracy theorists think Trump is an immortal alien. He got COVID-19 to cover shape-shifting. For fuck's sake. I don't know. It's funny because over the weekend I was telling people that Trump's aide, who kind of got the coronaviruses before he did, was arrested on Sunday for treason because he gave the president and the first lady coronavirus. I mean, come on. The way fucking 2020 is going, this could happen. You know, you give the president coronavirus, your ass gets put in jail. Anyway, this is a little bit crazier, right? Shit, I think my theory is a little better. Earthlings prepared to be attacked, according to Richard Van Steenberg. Never heard of this guy, but shoot, he's got some theories. Recently, he shared news that he believes that Donald Trump contracted COVID-19 in order to do a little shape-shifting, maybe take another shape. The fucking election hasn't even happened yet, Steenberg. How in the hell is he going to take another shape if we don't even know if he won or lost? Hell, he doesn't even know that. If he was an alien, that's a stupid-ass move for an alien. But anyway, Steenberg is concerned that Trump's recent illness is a sign of the coming alien apocalypse. Again, I don't subscribe to a lot of these things, but it's quite this conspiracy theory is just out there. I don't know. I can't. And if you want to know how many people believe in this, Steenberg actually started a petition online 3 years ago, and it was called Disclosed Humanoid Extraterrestrials Live Among Us. He has a website, of course. Not even going to say what that is. You can find it. 30,000 Twitter followers, and he had over 10,000 signatures on that petition. He says he knows the truth, don't we all? Don't we all know the fucking truth, right? We know it all. We know that Trump is an alien who's a shapeshifter and is using COVID-19 as a cover-up. How the fuck does this happen? I don't understand. It just drives me insane. But it's funny as hell. It's just crazy. Okay, this is the fringe. This is really, when you talk about the fringe, that's it right there. This is out there. He also believed that extraterrestrials are engaged in a plan to subvert humanity and take control via psychological manipulation. Because Lord knows, every time you see Trump, you become a goo-goo. Like you're totally enthralled by his way of communicating. You're mystified by what Trump says. The only thing that mystifies about Trump is his hair and his bad attitude towards people. But it's a New York attitude, so I can appreciate it. Yeah, so that's what he thinks. Here's a quote in here. Another one. And this explains everything for you in case you're wondering if Trump really is an alien who decided to take a break from life by using COVID-19 as an excuse. Steenberg, is that his name? I even forgot his fucking name. Yeah, it is Steenberg. Steenberg says the plan has been in action since they put us on the planet as cavemen. He said, I would say Trump is either a HET, which stands for Human Alien Hybrid, or CEA, a human complicit in the alien plot, and that he has known what is going on certainly for the better part of his public life on Earth, and would have known early on he would be president, according to Steenberg. If he's a HET or HET, human alien hybrid, it's very, very plausible, probable he existed before Earth and took part in the design of the ETA, or the plot to invade. What in the flying fuck? How do you get 30,000 followers spewing this kind of craziness? This is nuts. This really is. And again, I'm expressing my opinion. If you guys believe that Trump caught COVID-19 in order to shapeshift because of some plot to take over the planet that was basically happening since before we were cavemen, then Richard Van Steenberg is the guy for you. But I would love to hear from folks. What do you think? Listen, the dude was not wearing a damn mask ever. Ever. I think maybe in the beginning he wore it a few times, but he's like, fuck it, people can't hear me. And he stopped. He just wouldn't wear it. This is why he caught it. There's no doubt about it. But to think that he's an alien that's immortal, that is using this time to take a break. So who is he going to be next? That's the question. Somebody asked this guy Steenberg, who is he going to be next and what's his in the know about? Is he going to become Marley Cyrus? Who is Trump going to be next? I don't know. Because he's got 2 weeks to decide. Then his quarantine is over. And then what happens if he turns into somebody else way before election time? Who the fuck's going to take over then? I don't know. This is the stuff that we deal with. This is the stuff that's out there. The norm says, I'm not saying it was weed, but it was weed. Steenberg might be on something. I don't know. And the 30,000 followers, I'm sure one of them is going to come across this podcast just because they'll link in the description. And they're going to say something, I'm sure. But yeah, maybe we should have Steenberg for president. Could you imagine? Talk about cleaning up the swamp in Congress. That would fucking do it. Cleaning up the swamp of aliens in Washington. Steenberg for president. I'll buy that. I'll buy that definitely. Somebody's got to clean up this alien conspiracy. Maybe Steenberg is the guy. I don't know. The link is in the description. I don't even know. I don't think the actual website for Steenberg is even listed in the article. I'm sure there's good reason for that. But if you want to join the 30,000 that believe Trump's an immortal alien, for fuck's sake, click on the link, find out, look for Steenberg, and sign that damn petition. Sometimes I just don't know. I have no idea.
Keep thinking that I could have done something, but now I'm left with an empty heart. No making amends, no waking up beside you and holding you till we forget it all. How could I know there was no second chances? Like dominoes, my life got really scattered. You couldn't keep the door shut, and now the frostbite's creeping in. 'Cause I've been stone cold since you left me here. So come home, why won't you reappear? Things that I said came out totally wrong. Can't speak of the truth got me stone cold. You got me stone cold. You got me stone cold. You got me stone cold. Got me stone cold. No Wizard of Oz can undo what I've done. Completely out of luck this time. I'm stuck in reverse. I gotta get away now, but I can't seem to take the lead. Oh baby, how could I know there was no second chances? Like dominoes, my life got really scattered. Still, I find myself hoping that you'll find your way back to me. 'Cause I've been stone cold since you left me here. So come home, why won't you reappear? Things that I said came out totally wrong. Can't speak of the truth when it's tainted. I fell into a big black hole. It got me stone cold. You got me stone cold. It got me stone cold. You got me stone cold. Got me stone cold.
Yeah, today I saw an article that they are predicting about 2,900 American lives will be lost to COVID-19 a day during the winter months. Now, you take that and spread it across the world. What fucking staggering number is that? The only thing sadder than that when it comes to just news in general, it's fucking American politics. Yeah, I stay away from that on this topic, on this podcast, because it's just sad. It's been fucking sad for a while. There's something that might be a little bit sadder than American politics, and that's Pareidolia Pete. Scott C. Waring strikes again. Sighting silver orb spotted over at New Hampshire, 100% alien. Like, if we could just put him in the government somewhere, maybe ufology would be better. If we can give him like a title, he could be the head of rubber dicking over at the Pentagon. Like, really, he could have 17 all over the place in titanium, because he'll rubber dick the planet. He really will. It turns out that there was a UFO captured on October the 1st in Canterbury, New Hampshire. It was an amateur video. I went into this article like 5 times, refreshing the fucking thing, and not once could I see the video. So I don't know. But it was caught by someone who uploaded it, and the description is that it was a spherical metallic object sandwiched in between clouds. So, of course, that drives Scott C. Waring apeshit. He goes nuts. Like, he basically is that gorilla scratching his ass behind the giraffe, and he starts giving it a happy ending when he sees things like this. So Waring goes, he goes off the edge. He says the eyewitness was driving through Canterbury when he noticed the silver orb near the clouds. And then the guy doesn't give a description, Pareidolia Pete does. He says he tried his best to record it, but keeping an eye on the road was clearly more important. No fuck. Are you serious? Of course it's more important. The guy wants to fucking live to tell the story. Lucky for us, he also kept an eye on the camera and the UFO. The object is round and does seem to deliberately be flying near the clouds. Pete, if you're in the sky, chances are you'll fucking run into clouds. I don't understand. What's deliberate about it? It may be hiding within one of them and decided to move to a new cloud because that other cloud was dirty as fuck. So let me pick a new cloud with a silver lining, as a matter of fact. I don't understand how he comes up with this stuff. It is just this might be my Angry Monday. So my Shady Monday has turned into Angry Monday reports. At the end of the video is a close-up in slow motion. So this is 100% alien in origin. I feel like people who read Pareidolia Pete's reports for the first time should be wearing on their heads a lot of aluminum, a lot of tin foil, living in a bunker underground and finding ways to recycle urine in order to survive the alien invasion. Because according to him, it's happening right now. We are being invaded in the worst way. I mean, the fucking things they're hiding out in the clouds. I don't understand why this happens. Like, I guarantee you that Facebook is going to take this episode right now and it's going to block it. It's going to fact check it. And then it's going to say, the Moonraker posted some bullshit about Trump saying that he was immortal. Fact check is not true. Who does this for Pareidolia Pete? Does anyone get up and say, no, Scott, no, you're wrong? Does this psychiatrist say that? Because for damn sure, he's got to be seeing somebody out there in Guam or where the fuck he's at. Somebody's got to be giving him some meds. Or they need to. They need to tie his ass down and feed him some meds because he's nuts. He says at the end of the video is a close-up in slow motion, 100% alien, and he provides a short statement because he needs to sum this up. Because who gives a fuck what the person who saw it says? It's all about what Scott C. Waring needs to say. He said the sun is reflecting off it while it appears to be struggling to launch off. You can see it clearly in the video, even though it is small. You mean like small like a Mylar balloon, Scott? Could this be a Mylar balloon that just happened to cut through the clouds and catch this person's eye because of the glint from the sun? I don't know. Maybe. I'm gonna be honest. Balloons are fucking people up in the head. Even Scott C. Waring. When you look at this, it's a distorted picture. The picture is in the article. And it looks like a Mylar balloon. Shiny little balloon that you kind of shine it, turn it sideways, and you know what you do with it. It does not look like a UFO. It does not look like it's extraterrestrial from the blurry-ass picture. But I guarantee you that just like people in New Jersey thought that the Goodyear fucking blimp was coming to invade the Northeast, that Scott C. Waring thought that an alien was playing peekaboo in the clouds. This is what we have to deal with. This is pareidolia for you, to be honest. That's the way it works. There's more in here in case you want to read it. Fuck, you can go over to the website, which will remain nameless. Because I sure as hell am not going to give you the name of his website. I'm done with it. But it's good to hear. It is good to hear the dark side of ufology. The dark side of the folks that get followed by tons of people. Steenberg, Scott C. Waring, and many of them are misinformed. For the love of Pete, if there's an alien agenda and the president is an immortal. Please come on to UFO Buster Radio, especially on Thursday during the freak out, because we want to see your fucking face when you actually say that the president's an alien, shape-shifting alien. It would be amazing, not just to see your face, but to see our faces too, when we react to what the fuck you're saying. One more article, and then we'll be done with this Angry Monday. The next one's going to be great, I promise you.
Now that I'm looking back, I can see all the signs I tried to fill in the cracks that were spread in my mind, but I was all out of hope, lost in an endless maze. The emptiness had unfolded just like a void, but you broke the coldness somehow and lit up a flame. And ooh, I was done feeling hopeless, screamed out loud because it felt impossible in my bones, like getting blood out of the stone on my own. But you came around and removed the thorn in my soul. You guided me out of the storm. I found home in your arms of gold, in your arms of gold, in your arms of gold. It's funny how easily a life can be torn apart. Why couldn't I simply see that I was sick at heart and I am in deep debt? The climb we did was unreal. You made me so speechless. I just can't believe it. You broke the coldness somehow and lit up a flame. And ooh, I was my own enemy, screamed out loud because it felt impossible in my bones, like getting blood out of the stone on my own. But you came around and removed the thorn in my soul. You guided me out of the storm. I found home in your arms of gold, in your arms of gold, in your arms of gold. I rise from the ashes with pins and patches. We carry on. I rise from the ashes. I heal from your passion. My doubts are gone. Felt impossible in my bones, like getting blood out of the stone on my own. But you came around and removed the thorn in my soul. You guided me out of the storm. I found home in your arms of gold, in your arms of gold, in your arms of gold. I rise from the ashes with pins and patches. We carry on. I rise from the ashes. I heal from your passion. My doubts are gone.
There's a thing when you learn to ride a motorcycle. There's a thing called target fixation, and this is like when you're like fixated on an object, and for fuck's sake, you have no clue where the hell your motorcycle is going. I've seen so many videos of people riding off cliffs because they're fixated on a target that has nothing to do with where the fuck they're going. This next article is a little bit about fixation, and but it's kind of like everything else. Sometimes you just gotta fucking let go. Just let go. The WOW signal. Wow, 1977, 43 years ago, and we are fixated on this fucking signal still. As you notice, as I get later in the podcast, the F just keep. I'm like the Hispanic Samuel L. Jackson, I think. And yeah, I kind of wonder how people are like in countries like in Asia where, cursing is not a big thing. How do they take that when they hear it on the podcast? Do they giggle? Are they going around saying fuck, wherever they go? Because they heard the Moonraker say it? I don't know. But if you do, I'm proud of you. Just break out of it. It's okay to drop a curse. People judge you just because you drop a fucker here and a motherfucker there. Fuck them. Really? Are they so shallow? Come on. The WOW signal and alien misconnection is the question here. Did humanity miss first contact with aliens back in 1977? That's what this article is asking from astronomy.com. August 15th, 1977, the Big Ear radio telescope in Delaware, Ohio, received the most powerful signal ever detected during its decades of observation. The signal lasted 72 seconds. But we didn't find it like when it happened. No. A volunteer astronomer, technician, actually found it a few days after on a printout. And he decided, he looked at it, he's like, oh shit. And with a red pen, he wrote on the printout, wow. And it became known as a WOW signal. And for the love of Pete, target fixation. We have been still looking in that constellation of Sagittarius where the WOW signal came still today. For fuck's sake, after 43 years, no one's fucking listening. Nobody cares. Sometimes I wonder if the WOW signal was one of those fast radio bursts that was discovered probably back in 77 before we really knew that they repeated or they were constant or what they were. But even today with modern computers, people are still trying to figure out if that WOW signal will come back again. So the question is, was it a message from ET back in 77 that because we were not in the know, we missed it? We missed our chance to communicate with an alien civilization that was trying to tell us something. Seth Shostak, he's a senior astronomer at SETI, because no one gives a fuck, says nobody has ever found another explanation for what that might have been. It's like you hear chains rattling in your attic and you think, my God, I have ghosts. Ghosts are real. But then you never hear them again. So what do you think? What do you do? Shostak doesn't seem like he completely subscribes to this being an alien signal, but he does says this, it's a one-off signal that were common apparently a lot during the early days of SETI. And that was because, our computers back then in 1977 were not the shit. They were terrible, to be honest. They were horrific. You play with them. You played those little, most of them weren't even 8-bit games. But they couldn't process the information or the technology that you needed in order to really analyze a signal like this. Fuck, for all we know, the signal was much, much greater. For all we know, this could have been the signal that we've been waiting for, and we didn't answer back. So they hung up on us. They said, fuck y'all. We'll continue to probe you. If you guys are not intelligent enough to respond to our signal, go to hell. We've got Corey Good on our side. So it turns out that the individual, the technician that was at the time manning the big ear in Ohio was Jerry Emmon. And he was the one who was reviewing the printouts. So every few days, someone had to go in and look at this because memory was kind of shoddy, right? You didn't have shitload of memory like you have in your phone right now. Back in 77, you didn't have someone with a 64 gigabyte freaking card in their phone or in their computer to be able to handle all the information, all the listening that was happening. So somebody had to go in, reset everything, look at the printout, and see what was going on. When Jerry looked at it, he saw a set of numbers, 6EQUJ5. That's probably sent a shiver up and down his spine. He probably peed himself. He got a little nervous, queasy, lightheaded. But it meant that the big ear out in Ohio had picked up a very strong signal that started out low, increased in strength, and then dropped off again. What this meant is it wasn't from Earth. It wasn't something that, it didn't pick up a local radio station. It picked up something from deep space. The signal itself only appeared in about 50 channels. That's crazy. So at the time, yeah, you shit yourself, basically. You have a wow signal. According to Jerry Emmon himself, he said it was a narrowband signal, just what we were looking for with SETI. He said it didn't take long for me to recognize that this was extremely interesting and that the word wow came to my mind so very quickly that I wrote it down. So over the years, of course, astronomers have been going up there into the Sagittarius constellation from where the wow signal was first spotted, trying to find it again. And in 43 years, zero. Somebody in Sagittarius said, no fucks are given. We're not going to repeat this shit again. Shostak says in those days, it was very common to pick up these kinds of signals just one time. Computers didn't have the power and the real-time follow-ups. If you pick up something today, the computer would say, hey, wow. And the astronomers would start nodding the telescope in that direction of whatever they considered to be another wow signal to try to figure out what it was from. That didn't happen in 77. So there really wasn't an opportunity to figure that out. But every observation since then has come up negative. He says, once an observatory computer has become sophisticated enough for real-life follow-ups, the number of mysterious signals have dropped. The aliens knew we had better equipment, according to Shostak, of course, jokingly, of course, because we don't believe in SETI today anyway. No fucks given. They produce nothing. Sorry, I just went on a tangent. The truth is, listen, target fixation. Leave fucking Sagittarius alone. That's just not going to repeat. It could have been a signal that was due to some natural occurrence. If you're looking at something for 43 fucking years and it hasn't happened, well, time to hang it up. The sky is really fucking big. And if you want to waste your time searching it, move somewhere else. Why get stuck in the same place? It amazes me the amount of research and money that's spent researching shit that just does not repeat itself. Completely nuts. But it's funny to see someone from SETI saying, it was a one-time thing. Like almost Shostak is saying, get over it. Just like we are. There's more to the story regarding that 1977 wow signal in the description for the article. Check it out if you want to. A lot of people really hold the, kind of like Roswell, they hold the wow signal as sacred. It's not sacred. It just fucking happened. But we were too far behind in technology to really figure it out. And so why we still have the question is because we think now we can. But it won't happen again. It's a done deal. Let's move on. Let's go to those 4 places that have been identified as places you can find life. That's what fucking matters today. Besides that, explore your planet. It's a beautiful place. Look, where else would you hear snoring dogs in the background? I'm trying to... As soon as I said that, he kind of shut down a little bit. This is UFO Buster Radio. I am Manny Moonraker, and Bugs is in the background snoring away. Love your planet. Love your life. Don't get bogged down by all the bullshit of everyday monotony. It is time for you to explore your world before it's too late. Before you're decrepit and old and can't barely make it out of your restroom. With that, I say ciao until tomorrow, where we go into space. Adios.
My life depends on trying to figure a scribble I could let loose, dodging the dribble that they trying to throw my way. I think I figured that them figures out to get you. Let them pull the strings that trigger what you say. Think it's difficult to get out on my brain. I wish life wasn't any other way, but it's all side roads to nowhere, and I can find a map that seemed to mark my place. My heart frigid when it sit inside that cold air that exists between our lack of shit to say. But I always wanna spend my time with you, even when I'm whacking, got no change. You still sticking here with me. Yeah, you still sticking here with me. And I just wanted to say thank you. Thank you. I'm a scrub, but you still love me. You love me. I'm a scrub, but you still love me. You love me. Even though I don't make no money, you've been there when the times get ugly. I'm a scrub, but you still love me. You love me. I'm a scrub, but you still love me, you love me. Even though I don't make no money, you've been there when the times get ugly. I'm broke. Oh wait, shit, it's the second verse, right? I think it goes like, I've been stuck inside this pocket of debt, empty walls and stress. Gotta stop smoking this cess, I turn redundant. I'm a con, I'm ignoring myself. Can't stomach her dwelling. She steady telling me I'm the center of all my problems, but I can't complain, I ain't a man of my own. I'm 26 now home, I ain't grown, I've been wasting my way to progress, but at least I got your love on my back. You steady making me laugh. For that, I gotta thank the Lord above us, cause you make me smile when my world look gray. You make me laugh when my center is blue. I was low pockets in these words I make. Yeah, I'm a scrub, but at least I got you. Yeah, at least I got you. And I just wanted to say thank you. Thank you. I'm a scrub, but you still love me. You love me. I'm a scrub, but you still love me. You love me. Even though I don't make no money, you've been there when the times get ugly. I'm a scrub, but you still love me. You love me. I'm a scrub, but you still love me. You love me. Even though I don't make no money, you've been there when the times get ugly. And I just wanted to say thank you. Thank you.
What country you from? What ain't no country I ever heard of? They speak English and what? What? English, motherfucker! Do you speak it?